Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Alpha Omega Occasionally. You know, I usually start by saying I'm pissed off, and maybe I am pissed off, because you might wonder, why would I be pissed off in a place like this? Isn't it wonderful? This is January, and this is my environment. But guess what? Anywhere can become normal after a certain amount of time. Anywhere can become boring after a certain amount of time. You can easily get bored in Thailand. You know damn well, you don't need me to tell you, you can get bored anywhere. Am I happy? Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Are you happy? Maybe you are. Maybe you're not. Are the fellas down in Pattaya that put up videos on YouTube telling you how great it is, or Phuket, telling you how great it is and wonderful it is, and all the bars and all the nightclubs, and all they do is go on about the same thing all the time? Are they happy? Maybe they are, maybe they're not. But I'm going to tell you in this video the things that make me happy and the things that make me unhappy in Thailand. I mean, you know that already, but it's a Thursday. It's the last day before the start of the weekend. For me, it's really the weekend starts now. And I should be happy. But as I said in other videos, you can't survive in Thailand without money. You can't survive anywhere without money. But especially here. So stick with me for this one. The thing that makes me really unhappy here is the visa situation. I'm here for 12 years. And I still have to renew my visa every 12 months. And you might say, why don't I go for a residence visa? Or why don't I go for a Thai passport? I don't meet the criteria, that's why. And I won't go into the details on that, but I don't meet the criteria. So, if I was living in Spain on an EU passport, which is what I have, and the guys on this channel, now this is not meant to be derogatory in any kind of way, but there's people on this channel that watch this channel that think that I'm from the UK, I'm Irish. Ireland is not part of the United Kingdom. I just want to get that out of the way. And being an Irish citizen, I'm on an EU passport. If I was from the UK, I'd be on a UK passport. It's actually fundamentally incorrect to call it a British passport, because Britain is an island. Britain is not a country. The UK is the country, so it should be called a UK passport. But anyway, I'm on an Irish passport, so it's an EU passport. So I can go anywhere else in the world. One of my biggest regrets is not doing that. You know, Spain is such an attractive place for anyone from the north of Europe to migrate to live. Like, it's a place to live. It's cheap, it's affordable, therefore it's affordable. If you're on an EU passport, you don't need any kind of visas, you can live out the rest of your life. I know there's certain conditions, blah blah blah, but you can do it a lot more simply than you can do it here. So why do so many Europeans and, let's say, Westerners, Australians, Irish, New Zealanders, Canadians, US, Americans, let's say, and British, Germans, Scandinavians, you know, why do so many of them seem to think that this is a great place to come and live? It is, for many aspects. Many things that make me happy here: the weather, the low cost of living, and the beautiful girls. Let's face it. I mean, that's what I do on my other channel. I promote Thailand with one of its best commodities, and that's the beauty of the beautiful girls. And I'm not calling these girls commodities, don't get me wrong, I'm just using that as a term of convenience. But yeah, that makes me happy. But realising in my 61st year that I'm getting older and older, we're all getting older and older, I'm going to be still renewing my visa until the day I die. If I decide, I made my decision, I'll stay here. But if I'm lucky enough to end my days here, that's what I'll be doing. But that makes me unhappy, because I know that I'm always living in a state of uncertainty, because I'm not a citizen. And that's what makes me unhappy. I mean, I'm not going to go into the details of the other things about what makes me angry here. You know, this makes me angry. The bloody traffic. They haven't got a clue how to drive. The lack of curiosity of Thais makes me unhappy. That lends itself to a feeling of isolation, because they don't give a shit where you're from. Well, it comes across that they don't give a shit. I think it's more to do they're too polite to ask. I think that's what it is. That's why they don't ask questions. But I'm fundamentally, I suppose, I'm as happy here as anywhere else I could be. And the primary reason for that is the weather. That is really it. That's what it boils down to for me. That's probably what it boils down to for you as well. I mean, there's lots of other places around the world where you get weather like this. It's about 34 degrees Celsius today, at the end of January. There's lots of other places around the world that you can enjoy this kind of climate. And a lot of those places would involve less bureaucracy and red tape than this place does. Just a side note, that's one of the things that makes me happy. The amount of things that you can experience in this country just by walking down the road. I mean, this place is like a Pandora's box in a positive sense. So there's lots of things that are there to make you happy in Thailand. But for me, I have regrets. I do have regrets. I'm happy to be married, I suppose. I'm obviously, it goes without saying, happy to have a wonderful son. And I wouldn't change that for the world, obviously. But I would love to have had the chance to experience the single life in Thailand as a man in his 60s and just be able to do my own thing. Because when you're married to a Thai, you experience less for yourself. Like, she does a lot for you. She does a lot for me in terms of even getting your visa. And it's not just me. I've seen guys renewing their visas in the immigration office that I go to. And I go up and do my 90-day report and there's fellas renewing their annual visas or whatever. And you see, the Thai wife is doing it all for them. And they're sitting there, like I said before, like a bloody monkey. And that's one of the things, and I said that in another video as well. That's one of the things I don't like about here. That when you marry a Thai, to a large degree, you surrender your independence. I said that before as well. It's a pain in the ass, it really is. I don't know, there's no utopia. You're never going to find utopia. But you can, again, I'll just say, it comes down to money. I was having a chat with a friend of mine today, online. And we were talking about Ireland. He's from Ireland as well. And we said, wouldn't it be great? There's my phone doing something there. It's giving me the time. I don't know why it does that. But wouldn't it be great to live in Ireland? And I said, no. It'd be great to live in Ireland. Oh yeah, an Irish actor. What's his name? Keating. Forget his name. Apparently he's moved back to Ireland. But it's easy for him to move back to Ireland because he bought a house for €3 million. And if you have that kind of money, you can dip in and dip out anytime you like. But if I moved back there, I'd be there for the duration. And I'd have to endure the cold winters and the expense and all the other things I don't like about my home country. Although I love my country, but there's a lot of things that I don't like about it. And I suppose the things that I don't like about Ireland outweigh the things that I don't like about Thailand. Even though the amount of red tape that you have to endure, and I say endure, just to stay living here is colossal. And I just want to say, I want to give a word to the YouTubers that, and I'm not singling out any one of them, that present Thailand with rose-tinted glasses. Most of them mean the very best, and fair play to them, and long may they continue, but they just talk about the same old baloney. Pattaya and all the what goes on there and this and that, and how much does it cost to live in Thailand, and can you live in Thailand on $1,000 a month, and it's been done 1,000,000 times. I'm not saying I'm holier than thou, far from it. But at least I'd like to be able to say that every video I do on this channel comes from the heart, it comes from passion. And to those YouTubers, I just can't watch that stuff anymore. I just can't. They're building a building there, look. That thing's gone up. Well, it was an existing building, but they had to they gutted it, put all those windows went in within a week. My God almighty, that's very impressive. That's really impressive. All those windows went in within a week. But there you go. You know, there's lots of things in this place that will make you really happy, and there's lots of things in this place that will really piss you off. If you're like me and you don't have money, I don't have money. I have enough money to survive, and I garner a living just about. I have to. I have to wait 5 years for my Irish state pension to come in, and when that comes in, I'll be able to do what I want to do without having to rely on garnering an income. So let me know what situation you're in. Are you happy? Really, are you? Very few fellas will. It's like Facebook, when people put up things on Facebook, on pictures and all. Oh, look where I am. I'm in a wonderful place. I got wonderful food. No one ever tells what they really feel on social media. Isn't it true? I'm telling you exactly how I feel on YouTube, and I tell you exactly what it's like to live here. If you have any experience, or if you have any input into what we've been discussing in this video, please let me know in the comment section. Because to answer the question at the start of the video, am I happy or am I not happy? I am and I amn't. That's the deal. That's the deal. But I suppose that even taking all the bureaucracy into account, and the isolation, and the fact that Thais don't give a shit about you, really. You know, when I say don't give a shit about you, they don't give a shit about where you're from. Because as I said in my last video, it's all about money. If you don't have money, you can't live here. Simple as that. If you don't have money, you can't live anywhere. False. I can live in Europe without money because I can claim social welfare, because I've got an EU passport. Anyway, there you go. I can live in Europe on less money than I have here, because the money I have here, a large proportion of my money, a huge proportion of my money, is in the bank for my visa. You have to have $12,000 in your bank account to necessitate your visa. You wouldn't need that if you're in Europe. But what would you do? You'd probably blow it anyway. I don't know. But there you go, lads. That's my 5 cents worth as I stroll around this wonderful place that I'm happy to live in on this wonderful Thursday afternoon, and have people cater for me by doing the garden, and security taking care of the car park. Beautiful swimming pool that nobody ever uses. Well, the Thais don't use it during the day because they're afraid of going dark. I don't use it as much as I should because I'm lazy. I don't like swimming pools. I prefer to sea. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for being there. I hope you join me again for another wonderful video very soon. Let me know if you're happy. Honestly, let me know if you're happy or not, wherever you are. And I'll see you again very soon. Thanks for joining me.